Today, I'm going to share with you what you can use to fill your raised garden beds with without breaking the bank. For your very bottom layer, don't use any type of weed guard that's going to prevent the deep roots from integrating down into the ground. What you can use, though, if you're worried about gophers or rabbits, is chicken wire. For your first layer, you can use pieces of wood. A couple years ago, we trimmed up our trees and we cut it down into firewood, and that has been sitting for the last couple of years, and we were able to use that for the bottom layer of the garden box. This layer can be around 40% of your garden box, which is going to be a huge portion of it. Now, I will say that I read that not all trees should be used for this, so look into that depending on what you're planning on using. This is what my first layer ended up looking like. I think I could have gone a little deeper, but I felt like that was enough. For your next layer, you can use leaves, pine cones, grass clippings, pretty much anything that is organically around your yard and you're already cleaning up in the spring. Once I dumped a layer on top, I made sure to kind of bring my rake over it, and that helped push some of those leaves, pine cones, etc. down into the pieces of wood. Okay, I thought this was kind of funny. For the next layer, you can use anything that is in your fridge that's bad, considering it's like fruits and vegetables, etc. So I had some old carrots, some sweet potatoes, etc. So just might as well throw them in the garden box instead of the waste. Your next layer is going to be manure. And you can get a little creative with this. You can either go to a garden store and you can buy it like I did, or you can search your Facebook classifieds pages, and oftentimes there are dairy farmers or different farmers that have manure you can come and get for free. You can do this with a truck. I thought about doing it in buckets in the back of my Jeep and just ultimately decided to go buy some. But if you're wanting to save costs, then I would definitely look at your local farmers. For my next layers, I alternated between peat moss and garden soil. The peat moss keeps some air within the soil so that it doesn't compact so much. And one package of the peat moss went a long ways. This is also when, if you have homemade compost or you can buy compost as well, that you can use that. You want to fill it all the way to the top because there will be some settling. And once you're done, it is time to plant. This year, since I got a late start, I cheated and I went to the garden store and bought the plants already grown, except for my carrots. Next year, I'm hoping to do my own seedlings. And if you're new to gardening like me, something else that I learned was to use worm castings when planting. There's so much more to gardening than I ever expected, but I am excited to start this summer. I hope this video was helpful for you and that you go out and build your garden boxes and start growing your own food.